Okay, so this is you. You're planning a destination wedding and you start your preliminary search and you go on to all the different websites and you search all the different wedding resorts. You find a couple that are really nice. You check those TripAdvisor reviews and the TripAdvisor reviews seem pretty good. The photos look amazing. And so your natural instinct is to go directly to that site or directly to that resort and book your wedding. This is actually the worst mistake you can do. In this video, we're going to share why we never, capital N, recommend that you book directly with a resort. And this is the thing. This is what Google won't tell you. This is what these TripAdvisor reviews won't tell you. And unfortunately, by the time you figure it out, it might be too late. And I know that it might seem counterproductive, like, oh, here's a resort. I want to book it. Go onto the resort website and book it. And I'll tell you right now, every travel advisor in this industry will tell you the complete opposite, not to do that. It's not something that we recommend, especially if it's for your wedding. I mean, this is not just a vacation. This is your wedding we're talking about. And so if you're planning a destination wedding, I'm going to avoid booking direct with the resort at all costs. So let's make a list, right? Get out your pen, get out your paper, and let's make a list of the reasons why we're never going to recommend you book direct with the resort. Number one, write real big, the big old bold number one, outline it, put a highlighter on it. You can get slammed with fees. It is so upsetting when I see a couple going through one of the best times of their life get completely gobsmacked in the face when they're facing fees for a resort that they didn't know was coming. The reason is because you go into the process booking rooms and holding rooms for your group in the hopes that, everybody's going to be able to attend. And unfortunately, with the destination wedding, that's not usually the case. And so what happens is you might overlook the fact that you're holding these rooms under contract up to a certain point. After a certain point, it's a term that we use. It's called attrition. Attrition means after this date, you are now on the hook for those rooms, whether they've been booked or not. And if you haven't done your due diligence, and I'm telling you right now, most couples don't look at all the fine print, you might miss that date of attrition. And guess what? If you booked 50 rooms, but only 25 rooms are booked, you're now stuck with paying for those additional 25 rooms. You see, they won't tell you that though when you book direct with the resort. Here's another one, and this actually goes contrary to what most people believe. When you book direct, you would think you would save money, and that's how they get you. They'll promote this and give you sales for that. Oh, and we'll throw in this. They hook you in with all these incentives. But if you don't read the fine print, that actually might come back and bite you. Think of it this way. These resort managers, they're aware that this wedding of yours is kind of like a one-time deal for you. So they're going to try to get you to spend as much as possible for this one-off event in areas that you probably don't have to spend extra money on. And here comes the most important part. You're the one on the hook for planning the whole thing. Yes, I know you're going to be planning your wedding anyway, and I know that you probably went in here thinking, yeah, I know I have to organize everything. But the part that you might not be aware of is you're also responsible for everybody's travel expenses and everybody's travel itineraries and everybody's travel documents. And I know going into this, maybe I was planning my wedding, but I didn't know I had to be on top of Uncle Joe and making sure Uncle Joe has his passport, or making sure that your cousin picked the right flight to match the days that they're going to be on site for the wedding, right? These are the things that you'd be responsible for. I don't know about you, but you're too busy. You don't have time for that. But the most important reason why you don't book direct is because you might be missing out on extra perks that only your travel advisor can get you. Now listen, we have relationships with these resorts. We have relationships with suppliers, and yeah, I know that sounds like a whole bunch of industry terms, but here's the thing. We've done this before. So when we work with a resort, we've worked with this resort because we know that they've already provided our clients with some extra perks. See, you wouldn't get that if you book your resort on your own. You would only get that if you work with a travel advisor. And if that doesn't convince you, then here's the bonus. Everyone on your list, let's write bonus tip and let's highlight this one. Do you know that if you book direct with the resort, you're on the hook on the wedding day? Only you. You're the one who has to troubleshoot all of the issues. So if an issue comes up, nobody knows who talked to who. Nobody knows who did what. You're the one that they're going to have to go to while you're getting your hair done, while you're getting your makeup on, while you're putting on your dress for your wedding. People are going to be coming to you for questions. People are going to be coming to you for answers, and you may not have them. Is that kind of vibe you want on the day of your wedding? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. By the way, if you want our full list of reasons why we won't book direct, you'll see the full blog post down below in the description. But don't even get me started on communication. I think we're used to it as professionals in the industry. But I'm telling you, and I'm speaking directly to my type A brides, if you want a question answered and you send that email to the resort, good luck getting a response back. That's all I'm going to say. So what is the alternative? Obviously, it's going to be to use a travel professional. Listen to me, a destination wedding travel specialist, not just a travel agent. I'll go over that in detail in another video. They'll be the person in between you and the resort, helping you make this process smooth and seamless and stress-free.